Good morning. It's been a while. I haven't posted for about 3 months, but I've got a new adventure and I'm here at Lake Rotoiti. Another beautiful day. I've been here a few times. There's a few videos of mine on the jet ski where I'm cruising around, and I'm going to try something different. So my channel's about PWCs, and obviously I love jet skis. So what am I going to do? So I'm going to give eFoiling a go. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've seen videos. One of my favourite watermen, Kiahi, he's Australian Hawaiian, and he just shreds on everything, on SUP, surfs, surfing, windsurfing, kite foiling, kite surfing, prone, everything. And you watch him and it looks easy, and I can promise you it isn't. So why am I eFoiling? Well, it's something different. It's going to be a huge challenge. The eventual goal is for me to be able to use this to go out in places like this and just explore. So there's a lot of places I've been, you can see on my channel, out there on jet skis, love it to bits. Can't recommend jet skiing enough. It's just takes you so many places, it's so easy, and you'll see more of that from me in the future. But I want to be able to do those sort of adventures on an eFoil. Now it's going to be a little bit different, obviously conditions, duration, how many kilometers I can go, all that plays a part. But I want to be able to explore on it, and I want to share those explorations with you. I want to share my journey in terms of learning and hopefully inspire people to actually get out there and try it themselves. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm trying to follow the Fliteboard process. They give you sort of step by step, and the key is that you don't try and get ahead of your ability. It's not going to be me trying to foil too quick. It's going to be sort of starting off lying down, getting up on knees, maybe trying to do what they call touch and goes, getting used to actually how the foil works and being on it and where your balance is. And I guess the tough thing with foiling, if you have a surfing background, it can actually go against your natural thought patterns and habits. So even like digging your rail and things like that, you've just got to have your feet positioning a little bit different. I'm going to have to learn this. My brain's going to have to catch on, and I'm sure there'll be a few funny moments for you all to check out in the process. So today's step one. So I just want to share my experience. I think the tough thing when you try something new anytime is, you master different things, and then you're trying to find something where you just absolutely suck. Learning it, there's a lot of humility involved in that, so trying to do that. Hopefully you can see my humility and share my experience, and it might motivate you to do it. So yeah, I've come to this area behind me. As you can see, there's not a lot of boat traffic. She's pretty calm, so I can just play around and make a fool of myself. Should be good. So first things first, this is the battery, and you can see out there, it's quite a beast of a thing. It took about 4 hours to charge with the fast charger. It's called a Flight Explorer battery, and you can see it weighs quite a bit. But this is the Explorer option, which gives you the longest duration, something like 2.5 hours, depending on what you're doing, and how often you're starting, how much you weigh, what you're riding. And I'm going to suck, and I weigh close to 100 kg, so don't expect I'm going to get 2.5 hours. Okay, then you've got the wing flight, got really good packaging. This is a Cruiserjet 1500. Cruiserjet 1500. Now, I know very much enough to be dangerous at this point in time, so I was told I'll shout out to Atomic EV. I'll put their information down here. They're based in Auckland, so if you need any information, go check them out. They know what they're talking about. But he's got me onto this. This is apparently a really good option in terms of starting, but still quite a bit of manoeuvrable. It's not too huge, but a good size wing. So that's all I can tell you about it right now, because to be quite honest, I know bugger all. Then you've got a little rear stabilizer, and that's a 300, Cruiserjet 300.
Nice.
And here's the mast and the prop. So 75 centimeter mast. Again, I can't tell you any more than that because I don't even know what it means at this stage. We'll get there. Little toolbox that comes with a few things. Let's have a look in there, right? There's your controller. Charge that all up. You've got to pair that and get it going. I'll share that experience with you. A few tools, extra seals, shims. I was trying to research a little bit about that last night. He's put a 2 on there, so I'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't think it really matters right now, to be honest. I'm going to be fluffing around anyway. And then I've got a standard prop on the back with a prop guard. That's a good beginner setup, I'm told. You can actually get that. There's a jet system that goes on, which has less drag, and the jet doesn't give you as much torque, but it's a little bit more forgiving. Apparently getting a folding prop, which I'm interested in knowing about, which should be cool. And that folding prop will basically, when you decelerate or take power off, the prop folds off, and you've got less drag. So potentially if I'm getting into wave riding with the eFoil, I can pull in, take power away, and then start cruising on the wave. And that's a long way away from my abilities. And there's the board. So it's a Flight 100 Fibreglass. So there's other options. This is a good entry level board. They've got a Pro version, which is smaller. I think it's carbon. I forget the other one. There's another type. I've got the Fibreglass. That was the only one they had available, really, apart from a Pro, and I was not a Pro. Yeah, it's super good quality. Sort of see lifting it in. There's your compartment all ready to go. The mast will pop through. I'll connect it to the battery, pair it, and then I'll be riding like an absolute pro. Good looking board, coral green. Okay, so there's the board and the mast just placed in, and I've got to put, there's 4 screws that go in, you poke the wires through the other side, and then you put a bit of Teflon gel on them and screw that in, which I'll do now. That's your starting point. Then I've got to connect this bit and stabilizer and wing. Okay, so we had a bit of rain, put me in my place, but we now have stabilizer and wing attached, and then the battery's just sitting in there, so it's pretty straightforward. I'll connect that up. Okay, I think I've paired it. Should be doing it now. I think it's ready to go. Lights up green. Now I've also put this RS Pro rail tape across the rails. So this is a sup rail tape, quite thick, quite durable. Hopefully that helps. Weighs a bit. Let's get it to 1.5 meters, they say. I think we'll be okay there. Let's jump up. All right. Tummy riding at level 1. I feel like I'm on a bodyboard. Now I'm supposed to do this for a while. I'm supposed to just cruise around it, basically getting used to it on my stomach. So we'll try and do that for a bit. Put it up a little bit. Level 2 gets me up to about 8k an hour. Get used to putting your weight in the right part of the board. Get it up a little bit. Level 3, it's about 9k an hour. Let's put it up a little bit. Oh, that weight forward. Nearly went on foil then. It's a weird feeling. I think the other thing too is, like that, is when you decelerate, you got to use the power. You can't just take your finger off the accelerator, otherwise you're going in, I reckon. Interesting feeling. You kind of feel like you're going to lift. Like there's a couple of times there when I had to put my weight right forward, so it's definitely getting used to where your weight goes on the board, and it's different. So today I'm not supposed to be standing up. I'm trying to follow the Fliteboard recommendations. They give you step-by-step processes, and I'm sort of in step 1, which is lying down, getting used to that. Then they get you to go up on your knees, cruise around. They do things called touch and goes, which are getting up on for a little bit and then putting your weight forward and just dropping back down again. So I'll probably try and do those as well. Now I'll just have a bit more lying down. It'd be nice if there was no boat swell. Right, going on the knees. Put your knees back, put your weight forward. I'm nowhere near foiling yet. Only about 9k an hour. Whoa! Get back down again. Yep, that was pretty much a touch and go. Big tree under the water. Stay away from the edge. Yeah, that's different. Feel yourself lifting when you come back down, but yeah, it's calling them touch and goes. They're more like touch cloth moments, to be fair. quite freaky. You just come out and then suddenly go, oh, I'm on foil, and start to, and then you come back down. It's funny, people just stare at you. I mean, they must think I'm absolutely out of my mind crazy right now. Just floundering around on my knees and on like a bodyboard. Okay, I think we're going to try and stand up. I've had enough of that kneeing and lying down. This is different. Level 2, so I'm only like 9-10 k an hour. Standing up though. My weight forward. Right, this is very weird. I'm not foiling, I'm just planing around. That's different.
I thought it was first go on that thing.
Might have got it for Christmas.
Foiled? I was not expecting that. Whoop. First wipe out. Actually, I fell off before. Didn't have the camera on. You just got to kick yourself away from the board. It's easy to say until you're in trouble. Time to go have a rest. Yeah, so you're supposed to flip your board at about 1.5 metres. It's probably about chest height for me, just under. So you've got to be careful when you come into shore. Obviously you've got quite a bit of depth with your foil. Just having a breather. Oh yeah, what an absolute hoot. So I'm getting on foil, which I'm surprised about. A couple of wipeouts, one of them pretty gnarly. I didn't capture it on camera, just as I tried to cruise around at the start. And yeah, just got to get yourself out away from the board. So you got to watch where you're going, like picking the lake. Like I got pretty close to the edge there and there's a submerged tree, so not good. Managed to miss it. just so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. Bit of a mission to try and pack everything up, make sure you get everything in, get everything dry. But once you get out there, it's just awesome. The feeling of flying, and I wasn't expecting to be flying today, but I got up there a little bit today, is really, it's surreal. It's hard to explain what it feels like. Very, very interesting when you're on the foil controlling, as I probably mentioned at the start. It goes against your sort of intuition you have from all of your surfing. A little bit to get used to that, and where you put your weight forward and back, and I'm starting to get the hang of it. So yeah, awesome. It's day one. So I'll keep you up to speed on how this goes. If there's anybody out there, if you're foiling or thinking about foiling, you want to get aboard, you're in the whole central North Island, Tauranga, Rotorua, Rotoiti, Lakes, Waikato, Bay of Plenty, anywhere, and you want someone to learn with, join me on these adventures, please reach out. I'll get in touch with you and teach something up, because it's just me at this stage. It's a bit boring. So reach out, sort something out. You can come and humiliate yourself with me. Catch you next time anyway.